So welcome to the not embargo owls again. Yeah, it's been lifted. Hello and welcome to the video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So Sheffield Wednesday have had it that today that because everyone's been paid, including the debt to clubs we owe money to, there are no clubs under current embargo on the EFL website. It said no clubs are under embargo. This means the squad limit and the wage cap are now no longer relevant. And the fee restriction remains so, because that's till till winter 2024. So here's the thing, right? So with that all done, that's fantastic. Great. I feel like I've done this video time and time before going, hey, been lifted, great. And then we go back to a month or two later and then it's back again. But I don't think we'll get that this time. Personally, I don't. The fact that it has been done, which is fantastic, great. No wage cap, no squad limit. That helps. Been a couple of rumours today with Liam Cooper and Ben Mee doing the round. Someone who could potentially come in. And you know what? To be fair, two players, yes, they're 33 and 36, but the two players we probably needed experience with what we're going to need at the back just because of how light it is there. But it does mean we can start looking at stuff. I said the other day, people will be looking at players in the recruitment team just because we can't do anything. They won't be looking. And the fact that this is happening and the fact that it sounds like they've been training with Wednesday as well, which is fantastic news. But the fact that we've now got that gone is great. Chris Powell has done a podcast and it's interesting with him talking about DC. This is something we very rarely get. We very rarely get this because people don't normally come out and talk about DC. Chris has. And you know what? I love it. I love that Chris has come out and said this. He said I said it to many people. It's the most functional, dysfunctional football club I've ever been at. Particularly the last few months, maybe about March, when that was the first time players and staff hadn't been paid, and you just felt a little uneasy with what the future might entail, but we carried on. We brought in a consultant of head of recruitment, a really, really good guy who helped Danny and the coaching staff really well. But there's no board or of directors. So the club is run by Chansiri. Remember that, no board of directors. DC has said in the past, in fan forums, I have a board. That confirms us going, there is no boards, it's just you. So you've been lying. And there's a consultant who is sort of the link and a club secretary. That's it. And that's the thing. This is all we got. All we got is this. That's all there is. That's your link. And that's got to be so difficult to get things done. There's no one to ring. There's no one to speak to. Now, if it all falls on the shoulder of maybe the club secretary, that's very difficult for her. I mean, basically, people will get an email saying, we know times are hard. It's very difficult. We're trying to resolve the situation. But that's it. The players, are young men. They're not sure whether to turn to. And it's been stress for them. Even though my contract was over at the end of June, I popped in the first day of pre-season with a number of other staff members just to lend some support. And I like that. I like that. It shows a lot about what's going on with Chris. He cares. He said, I'm fearful, but I truly believe it won't get to the stage. I believe a club of their stature will be able to attract some sort of investment and led to believe there have been some people trying to acquire the club. I believe the EFL have made a statement recently. They've made contact with advisors of Chansiri to almost force a sale through a la Reading, that sort of style. People come in, they flash the cash, they pass the test. I know that test had changed somewhat in the last 10 years. There's now regulation coming in, but they really need to start banging heads now. It could quite easily be another Championship, League One or League Two club in the next 6 months' time, which is really interesting. This is something we haven't known in the past as well about this. But he also goes on to bizarre situation with transfers and something we have said in the past that he changes the goalposts all the time. He is constantly changing the goalposts when it comes to deals. And we said that for the longest time, this is something he does. That he'll change it on the fly, and then we have to go again. And he goes and says he doesn't sell players. He keeps them till the end of the contract and they walk away. He was holding out for money for Danny. He was offered money, didn't take it. Danny was linked with all these clubs, but he didn't speak to them. I think Chansiri now thinks, well, now he's gone, he hasn't got anywhere to go. So I've won. That's the way he would think. Oh, it's bizarre. It's really, really bizarre. And this is something we've known in the past. We've known in the past. This is how DC runs. Like, oh, I'm not going to do this because of this. And it says a lot. He goes on to say, we had a player last year that could have been sold to Wrexham. We know who it was, Myth. I won't say who it is, and he scored a goal. Chansiri doubled the price. So he doubled the price because he scored a goal. So we're told Wrexham, look, he's going to cost this. And they said, okay, we'll think about it. We'll get back to you. And then he said, oh, no, well, double the price. And we're like, why? Well, he scored a goal. He's worth more. Bizarre. Really, really bizarre. And that is the level of how he runs a football club. That is the level of what we've seen for the last 10 years with Chansiri. Moving goalposts because they scored a goal. Moving goalposts because they might need them, because there might be an injury. There's no structure in place. He has set it up to be him and only him and a couple of people, and that's it. That is all he's set up to do. And you hope whoever comes in for Sheffield Wednesday Football Club, they get it right. They get it right for one. Excuse me. And they make sure that everything's in place. A board of directors, there's a director of football, the people that go along the food chain. So there's always someone to go to. That is not how you run a football club. That's not how you run a business. And for me, it's really interesting to finally hear someone come out and say these things that some of us have known for a long time, but no one's been able to come out and say it because they've been fearful of it, or has gone, oh, I don't like this, this, and this. Chris has gone, nah, sod you. I'm going to tell people what it's like, what this is actually like to work for this man. And finally, we got some kind of clarity of what goes on with DC. So thank you for watching. I will see you in about 10, 20 minutes. If you can come to the live, I'm going to do a live at about 6:30. Just want to get a roundup going. I want to get back into routine. Routine's out of whack and I need to get it sorted. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I much appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.